Mm.
Alright, guys, I'll be on the other side to give y'all those breaks.
Is it fun yet?
Absolutely.
Top of the morning to you folks. Tuesday morning here in the Alabama mountains. Not quite as sunshiny as it was first couple of days, but I think we're going to have good weather overall. We are going ziplining. Now that being said, we don't know if we're going to be allowed to take cameras. I've got some ideas about how I could do it hands-free, but we won't know if we're going to be allowed to do it until we get there. So if we fade to black here and then come back and now all of a sudden we're here at the campsite, don't be shocked. We'll tell you all about it, or we'll show you whatever kind of stills we might could have gotten, but we'll get what we can and we'll show you if we can. So
right. On
that note, we're going to go have some fun. Hopefully you'll come along with us this way. We are here at the park office. Find out where everything is, how to get checked in, if we're going to be able to show you anything. And away we go.
Alright guys, so my name is Candace and this is our other tour guide Karina. We're going to be your guides on this tour today. So the first thing I'm going to hand you is your harness.
No wedgies, huh?
Trying not to.
Alright, so your red safety hook is a part of our continuous closed belay system, which is just a real fancy way of saying that you're going to be attached to a cable throughout the entire course.
Are you sure you guys don't want to go first? Because this could take us a minute. I'm just going to tell you.
It's fine.
We got all week. Bam.
Oh, it's a long way down.
And as long as you're under 5,000 pounds, you should be good.
What if I'm 4,990?
Then you could probably still have a donut and be all right. You know, back in the dark ages when you could smoke while pregnant and ride in the back of pickups and stuff like that, my dad ran one of these on some land that we had, and we didn't. It was a piece of board and rope, and you sat in it like a, and just shit. And we get to the bottom, and you hit and bang and fall out, and we loved it. And I'm sure he'd have gone to jail if people had known it. Live to tell the tale. Whew. That was a trip. Thought it'd be longer than that.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Worth the money. I don't know about you, but I didn't faint not once.
No. I would so do that again.
So much for our adrenaline fix. It's a day later. We are in low energy mode for the rest of this day. So we thought that we would take this opportunity to do our, not review, but we've kind of got in the habit of taking a walk around our whatever campground we happen to be utilizing at the moment, and giving you a look around and pointing out some things and telling you what we think just on first glance. So that's what this is. You'll see they have gated entry into the campground, which is nice, I guess. It's a little one extra step coming back from something that I'd rather not do, but I get why they do it. So in that respect, I suppose it's nice. This is the improved campground, they call it. 2 loops, 94 sites.
Yes.
All full hookup. There's a separate dedicated primitive campground in a different section of the park. We are not going to lay eyes on that because we don't do that. We are strictly staying here with the glampers.
We drove past the gate.
Yeah. But other than that, it doesn't exist as far as we're concerned. This is what we came to see.
One of the things we have noticed that we really like about this park is how wooded and spacious the sites are apart from one another. Just about all of them have, some trees in between, which makes it nice, especially if you have a family that you need a little more room.
Yeah, it even seems to me that the sites that are next to each other are angled in such a way that you're not looking directly at your neighbor. There's still
Right.
a line of sight to some privacy.
Right, definitely.
Now, speaking of pull-through sites,
Right.
so we're still in the upper loop. I'm not sure whether this is considered part of the upper loop or whether this is the beginning of the lower loop or whether it's a separate section unto itself. But anyway, all these pull-throughs, plenty long enough, in my opinion, for any size rig, and we have seen all kinds of
we have.
sizes in them, from
Truck campers.
campers and tent. I saw one tent, although why it was there, I don't know. But anyway, 17-footers up to big 40-foot motor coaches. And stop and point out, you see 2 lanes and then the main road. So you have easy ingress and egress from whichever side you wish to come. Of course we didn't use it, so I don't know firsthand, but it sure seemed like it would make it infinitely easier not having to worry about,
Right.
am I coming from the right direction?
Mhm.
And
For how to get in and out of these, it's the best I've ever seen.
I think this is the best marked campground I've ever seen, yes.
Very clear to understand which way you're supposed to go.
And not even that the signs are garish or grab your attention, just anytime you would want to know something, there's the sign.
Right.
2 full-service bathhouses, one in each loop. I know the one for this loop has a laundromat in it.
They both do.
I would have assumed they both do. Wi-Fi access from both bathhouses, and it's okay. Better than nothing, but not much better than nothing. Anyway, I was going to show you because they're not like walk up from a site. That you actually could drive back in there and park, I guess, assuming that you're bringing a load of clothes and lugging a laundry basket.
Or you need to sit in your car and do something on your computer.
True. That's the best multi-party campsite setup I believe I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And as we get back to our little home base, oh, we said we're going to show you the bathhouses. We'll step over there and give you a glimpse of that. This is bathhouse laundry facility. You want to show them the lady side, or you want me to show the guy side?
Sure.
The lady side is usually a little bit cleaner. Men are pigs. So. Well, so much for our quick and dirty rapid fire overlook at DeSoto State Park Campground. I don't know how much it'll show up on camera, but we got some gray clouds rolling in, calling for some rain later this evening and into tomorrow. So I think we're just gonna be hermits the rest of the day, curl up with a book and a drink. I mean, hey, we did hiking and ziplining.
Right,
How much
we've earned
adrenaline?
it.
Yeah, I mean, how much adrenaline can you do? Got a couple of old geezers doing a couple in a week.
Hi there, boys and girls. Guess what time it is? It's mission report time.
Oh boy.
DeSoto State Park, Fort Payne, Alabama. After a lovely week there, what do we think?
I loved it.
I did too.
Oh, it was the best campground I think we've ever stayed at.
State Park, County Park, Resort.
Doesn't matter.
I think that's the best one so far. Yeah.
We were so relaxed and had great weather and great atmosphere as far as the crowd. You know, everybody was.
Yeah, I mean, I make fun about kids at parks a lot of times. Well, I make a little fun. You know, it's spring break week in this part of the country, and so you know there were lots of kids there, but you know it didn't matter. The kids that were there were well behaved. Yes, they were having fun. That's fine.
Oh, yeah.
But they weren't rambunctious.
No.
I mean, you know, we bumped into a lot of nice people and had some nice conversations.
Sure
It was a great experience.
Yes, I concur. 100%.
And cell signal. We get asked a lot about the cell service at these parks that we frequent. So I guess I would say DeSoto State Park.
Spotty.
Yeah, we've got AT&T and Verizon on our person whenever we camp, and
Right.
there was, as we mentioned, there was Wi-Fi in the campground also. All three were kind of, so we were kind of bouncing between all three of our services.
It was very hit or miss, and I think a lot of it got worse when there were more people there drawing off of it.
So keep that in mind. If you have to work from the road from DeSoto State Park, you have to run into town somewhere, find you a stronger signal.
And if you want cable for some entertainment,
That's right. I forgot
that
about
was
that.
also included with our campsite. Now it's just basic cable, but hey,
Rudimentary.
you know,
Yeah,
it's something.
we watched about an hour of ESPN one night, and that was really about all we made use of it. Now, my only downer of this trip was I figured it would be a week-long trip. I'd have plenty of time to actually fly the drone for a change. Brought it, charged it up, had it all good to go, and then come to realize that DeSoto State Park is technically considered part of the Little River Canyon National Preserve,
Right.
which is a National Park Service property, which means you can't fly a drone in it. So I didn't get to fly a drone.
And we were on the very edge of it.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we could have walked 50 yards and been at the geographical boundary, but then there would have been, I mean, it's woods, there would have been no place I could have set up the drone and flew it, so I just didn't fly it. Didn't come in. But I guess if that's the worst I can say about this trip, I will declare this trip a roaring success.
Absolutely.
We will put a bow on this experience with that. We have nothing on the books for a while because somebody is marching across the aisle and getting a degree from a college in a few weeks.
Finally.
So that's going to be taking up our time and attention for a little bit. But sometime before summer gets too deep, we'll be back on the road showing you someplace great and new. So until then, as we always say, keep living and learning.